Something I will always respect the Sonic series for, both from the fans and from the actual developers, is how it celebrates all parts of itself, no matter the reputation. Shadow Generations did not need to have a Sonic Forces level, but I'm happy it did. It made me feel nostalgic for a game I didn't even like. Recently, we've seen projects like Unleashed Recompiled and Project 06 that bring Sonic games with more mixed receptions to modern computers. And now, we have Project Reignition doing the same thing for Sonic and the Secret Rings. The newest demo is available to download as a part of Sage 2025, and features every main level except for Night Palace. Project Reignition is playable on PC and Linux. Before I talk about major changes, I want to compliment how the game stays true to the original. Graphically, it feels just like the Wii game, which is great. Sonic and the Secret Rings was a pretty gorgeous game. You still get those same great storybook-themed levels, and for the main stages, the same rocking tunes. And now, you can play it on a modern machine, which is cool, but presentation can only do so much. While a game like, say, Sonic Unleashed generates a lot of different opinions, there has been a general consensus for Sonic and the Secret Rings in a broad sense. Secret Rings is a game with fantastic presentation, hampered by being designed for a control scheme that, while novel at the time, does not lend itself well to a game as fast as Sonic the Hedgehog. Project Reignition is designed to be played on a traditional controller, so shenanigans like motion prompts not registering and awkward turning controls are a thing of the past. Project Reignition is responsive, but simply mapping tilting a Wii Remote to the controller wouldn't have been enough. In design, other changes had to be made. Auto-running is optional, and skills that were previously tied to unlockables to fine-tune controls are now unlocked from the start and cost no skill points. There's still some parts of the design, like having to back jump, that feel awkward without the Wii Remote, but overall, the transition to smoother controls goes a long way. But then, there's the question of if levels designed with limited movement are even fun with traditional controls. While I wouldn't put the experience up there with the best of the Boost games, I do think Project Reignition is a fun experience. As a sort of in-between of the Adventure and Boost games in terms of speed and design, Reignition features Sonic running down a mainly linear path, doing action chains, and timing smart uses of a power gauge along the way. It feels like a fusion of watching a movie and playing a game, which for Sonic works well. I'd compare the general experience to something like an on-rail shooter. You're definitely still playing, but the spectacle moving around you is one of the main highlights. It's satisfying to replay levels to try to get faster times, and the creative theming of the levels are an additional motivator to replay things. It's like going to a theme park and finding a favorite ride. If Project Reignition was simply a PC remake with traditional controls, then it'd still be good. But the game also takes steps to fix other core issues with Sonic and the Secret Rings. The original game's structure was designed around replaying missions, and yet the level music for each mission never changed. In Project Reignition, every level in the game now has an Act 2 and Act 3 song, and they're completely new remixes by fans. So, if you're playing the missions, you'll get some new music, which goes a long way in making them feel less tedious. The original game also suffered from pacing problems with level grinding and skill unlocking. EXP gain in Reignition is fast, and lets you unlock and experiment with different skills at a much quicker rate. Additionally, the developer says that in the final game, story-important missions will be directly highlighted. So you won't be scrambling around trying to find the random mission that will progress the story. These are changes from the base game, but they're changes that I think help to make the game better. The gameplay improvements of Project Reignition are obviously the main highlights. I'm not going to pretend like they aren't. But things like additional music and improved level progression really impressed me when thinking about the team's design philosophy. The original strengths of the Secret Rings were its fantastic presentation and the rollercoaster experience of its levels. These changes don't hurt those strengths at all, and instead fix core problems with the game. It still feels like Secret Rings, but it's a better Secret Rings. And I think that's what Project Reignition will be when it's finished. The game isn't fully complete, but with almost every level already playable, I highly recommend giving the newest demo a spin. I have a link in the description below.